Welcome back to the Boondocks Homestead, y'all. I'm glad you're back, and if this is your first time visiting with us, I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to make some zucchini salsa. I've never made this. I've made zucchini relish and things like that, but never zucchini salsa, but it looked so good. And so I am going to make this for you today. Actually, it'll be tomorrow, but it'll be today for you. But by the time I get it done, it'll be tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion too. I'm pressure canning. I hope you can hear me. I'm pressure canning some purple hull peas. But you take these. Now this is, our zucchini isn't ready out of our garden yet. So our daughter-in-law, Teresa, gave me this one. And my friend Judy gave me this one. And I think that's going to make 6 cups. I hope. Because I'm going to can it. So it makes, this recipe makes 5 pints. And you might be thinking, well, I can drink 5 pints in one night. But we don't eat a whole lot of salsa. So, but if I like it, then I'll double or triple the recipe and make more. You know where I'm coming from? So, first of all, I'm going to grate these zucchinis with my old-fashioned grater. And then I'm going to dice the onion. I'm going to dice the green pepper, the red pepper, the 2 jalapenos, or more if you want it more heat. I'll probably put a little bit more. Is that it? Onion, pepper, jalapenos, red pepper, and green pepper. So I got to go round those up too. I think they're at the other house, or they're at the house. And I'm going to run out to the greenhouse and get, or the hoop house, and get some jalapenos. I'm going to get all that chopped up and bring you back and tell you what to do next. All right, I got all this grated up. I've got 6 cups of zucchini, okay? And I just used the old-fashioned grater. I got 6 cups of tomatoes. Actually, I put in an extra tomato. I put 6 cups and an extra tomato. I just want to make sure I have enough tomato. Then I have 1.5 cup of, I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. 1.5 cup of onion. And I put 3 small jalapenos in here. Okay. And I'll let you know for sure how the heat is on it. I'm not like Tim. He doesn't, he'll tell you it's not hot and it's hot, but to him it's not hot, you know. But I will tell you. And then the recipe calls for 1 red pepper, 1 green pepper, and I had 1 small green pepper, and I had this from the store, so those little ones. So this is what I come up with, y'all. So just, you know, if you got a medium to large size green and red, use those. Now, it also calls for, in the beginning, 1 tablespoon of salt. Okay. So we're going to put this on all the vegetables. And then I'm going to toss it up a little. And we're going to put it in the refrigerator. It says overnight. I'm not going to do it overnight because it's 4 o'clock in the evening. And by the time, well, it'd be 12 hours if I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I just don't think that's too long. Zucchini is water. If you guys don't know that already, I'm sure you do. Zucchini will turn into water. So I think what I'm going to do is come back around 7 or so, 7, 8 o'clock, and finish this up. Okay, so that'd be half the time what the recipe says, and I hope it doesn't mess it up. I don't think it will. So I'm just going to put this in the fridge, and then I'll be back here in just a little while, in about 4 to 5 hours. All right, it's 7 o'clock, so it's 3 hours. I'm exhausted, you guys. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And if it don't turn out, it's my fault, but I think it's going to be fine. So what you do next is, which I've got another bowl with a colander strainer in here, and you are going to let this sit and strain for 15 to 20 minutes. Okay? Now listen, we're going to be boiling this for 20 minutes. Okay? We're going to be boiling it. So this stuff is not going to be probably crispy. You know, it's going to do what it's supposed to do. So I'm not worried about it not being the zucchini or whatever. I'm not going to worry about none of that because I think it's going to be just fine. You just put it all in there and we're going to let it drain. Don't put no water on it. Nothing like that. We're going to let this water drain off of it. Okay, this has got a lot of water in it already, so I'm going to swap it over to this bowl. We'll go pour this one out and we'll let this drain and we're going to move on to the next step. Okay, I'm going to set this off to the side and we're going to mix up our brine or whatever you want to call it that we're going to put on this. We are going to start out with a half teaspoon of cumin. Where did my cumin go? Well, we're going to take that other 3/4 teaspoon. Let's go ahead and do that. The other 3/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay. Then we're going to do a half of a teaspoon of cumin. This hasn't been opened yet. And half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Half a teaspoon of onion powder. It ain't working. We'll just take the lid off. I'm so tired. I just can't get caught up on my sleep. I'll put a little extra in there. We've been so busy around here. It's been ridiculous. With the garden and the animals, the heat, not to mention the heat. Okay. Now we're going to do a tablespoon of red pepper flakes. Okay, and then we're going to do a half of a cup of brown sugar. I don't know why I brought a cup over here. We'll try to finagle that, half of a cup. I never thought about putting sugar in your salsa. But hey, this is not my recipe, so, but I wanted to try it for you guys. And a cup of white vinegar. I'm always up for new stuff, especially at garden time. You know, because I make the same old stuff all the time, and this gives me a little change. All right, then we're going to mix that together. Now, when our stuff is done draining, we're going to put this in here and put it on the stove. So I'm going to let you loose for a minute, and I'll bring you back when that's ready to put in here, okay? All right, it has drained, I think, all it's going to drain. So we're going to put this into our mixture that we just mixed up here. Okay, and I've got a spatula here. Now, we're going to cook this. We're not going to cook it. We're going to simmer this on medium-high heat for 35 to 40 minutes. Do not boil it. Don't boil it, okay? If it accidentally gets up to a boil, just make sure you get it off the fire, and don't boil it. Just simmer it. I want to stir it. I don't know if you're supposed to or not. But I feel like that stuff on the bottom needs to get in there. But you know what? This is probably going to go down some because the heat is going to cause that. It's going to get more liquidy, I feel like, but I could be wrong. So let's just wait and see. I'm not going to keep you on here. I'll bring you back in probably about 15-20 minutes, and we'll see where we're at, okay? All right, we're halfway through, and it did make, and I assume the next 20 minutes is going to make it very liquidy too. So, but it's doing. I've had to turn my heat down on low so it wouldn't boil. And you see it's still kind of, but that's a low boil. It's a simmer. It's just barely, going. That's as low as I can get it. So I'll bring you back in 20 more minutes. All right, for some reason, my camera either just went off or I didn't get any of that filmed. So just in case, before I go any further, I'm going to tell you what I did. I was 30 minutes on the stove, 30 minutes simmer. I brought it over here, and I got actually 6 jars, but I put in that extra tomato, so I didn't get this. I put in the citric acid, 1/8 of a teaspoon in each jar. The recipe doesn't call for it, but I like to be on the safe side. I always put that in my tomato products just to be safe. And now we're going to put these finger tight. I wiped off the rims real good in case you didn't see that. I debubbled and I wiped off the rims. And maybe it worked. Maybe it just went off. I don't know. But just in case. I won't know till I go back to edit it. Now we're going to water bath these. Make sure they're all finger tight. We're going to pour the rest of our vinegar in our water. And we're going to water bath them for pints 20 minutes. Okay? So we'll bring them up to a boil. And then we'll start our timer for 20 minutes. Here's what it looks like. And I'm going to hold this up real quick, screenshot it, hit pause until you write it down. I got it dirty, I know. Whatever you got to do to get this wrote down. I guess I better taste it and tell you if it's any good first, whether it's worth writing down or not, right? So let's taste it. Get my water ready here. Just in case I put too many jalapenos, right? Oh, my nose. I want to get a bite of everything. And it's still hot, so. I make my nose run. It's a little warm. Unless you really like hot. I mean, I'm withstanding it. Tim is going to love it. It's a little warm for me. So I would probably put 2 small jalapenos. And when I say small, about like that. It's so good. If you want to take your salsa to the next level, I wish I could I got to stop doing that. Periodically, I'll find something, if I'm scrolling down my phone, it looks so good and I want to try it. But I always tell you guys, hey, this is new, we're going to try it and I'll tell you how it tastes or whatever. And I always forget. I screenshot it and I always forget to give whoever put it on there the credit for it. I always forget to get their name or whatever. And or business or whatever. But so I didn't. I'm sorry. And if this whoever this belongs to, if you see my YouTube video, which chances are you won't, but you might, then thank you for sharing that with us because this is delicious. I mean, delicious. Like I said, I will put only one or two. Like it says, put 2 jalapenos. You know, I thought, well, they're kind of small. I'll go ahead and put another one in. Sometimes that bites me. Sometimes I will veer off of a recipe and it will bite me. So anyway, it's still good, and I'm still gonna probably sit here and eat this, and then I'm gonna suffer tonight when I go to bed. Probably. It's 8 o'clock, and I mean I should not be eating this. I'll take it over to Tim, and I'll let him eat it. So good. You gotta try this. Mm-hmm. I gotta quit eating because it's not real sweet, but it's got the sweet and the hot together, and wow, it's good. It's got my lips sweating. I'm gonna get off here, y'all. I'm tired. I'm getting ready to go to bed as soon as this gets done. 20 minutes, and that was 20 minutes for pints. If you want to do quarts, and you probably get 3, maybe 3 quarts out of it. You want to double the recipe, double it. You want to triple it, triple it. You know, do what you want to do. But I went exactly by this except for the jalapeno, and I added 1 tomato. I added extra tomato. I had 6 cups of diced tomatoes, plus I diced up another tomato. And that gave me 6 pints instead of 5, what it says it makes. So that makes sense. And then I had a little left. So it's good. Y'all gotta try it. Let me know how you like it. And I love y'all, and Lord willing, I'll catch you on the next video.